Hi, my name is Raven. Welcome back to my channel. And if you do enjoy my content, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And today I'm gonna be reading two poems from you guys that they're like really connected together, like really. Now, what I'm gonna be talking about is I wrote a letter to my 15-year-old self, just letting her know about things that were going to happen that may or may not be beyond her control. And I also wrote back to my older self, which is the age I am now. So I think it's pretty cool. And I actually got this idea because when I put the first letter to my 15-year-old self, I got a comment from the allpoetry.com. This user told me, why don't you also write back to yourself? And I thought it was cool because a lot of times, like when I had a diary or journal, I I like to say that I don't know if I personally made up these characters in my head, but I also feel like there's different parts of me. So there's one that I call Little Raven, which is really about, she is like basically about my trauma. So she's a little more like sensitive, crybaby, always needed to be protected kind of person who gets on my nerves sometimes. So there's that. And then I also created like, I guess like this protector, which is kind of a funny story because there's a joke that my brothers played on me when I was younger because I would always like be talking to myself in the mirror. And then one day they're like, that's your sister, right? Her name is Michelle because my middle name is Michelle. So I believed it all along until my mom told me that's your reflection. So I felt kind of stupid after that. But I believe she stuck with me because every time I was like in stress or very angry, like to the highest level, I I would look at her in the mirror and talk to myself, and it was like she would come out when I felt like I needed some type of protection because she's more like, I like to imagine her like a warrior type of person. Like she's real strong, but the bad part about that one is that she wants to hurt people who make me feel real bad and upset. So she's, I guess, the revengeful side of me. And I don't even know if any of this makes sense. They're just things that I've guess created in my head. So, and then I guess I used to have like another part that was all princessy, but I guess I'm getting out of that because I really don't like the word princess anymore. I prefer queen. But yeah, that's where all that came from. So I'll be writing my diary to these different parts of myself and writing back. And I thought it was pretty cool. I imagine it was my kind of form of therapy. I didn't know that you could really do that. Like it was a normal thing that people do. So that makes me feel a lot better that I'm not alone in that area. So here is my poem. I just wanted to talk, to heal both you and me for what's about to come. Let's go for a walk. We can't change what's going to be done. You are already getting to know a guy that is bad for you. You bought into the bad boy image. You're curious, I get it. You don't know what kind of monster he will become. He will cheat and lie. He expects you to stay pure and innocent just so he can get by. He will listen to his friends. He will spend months away from you. It's going to be a toxic on and off relationship. He will make you believe that you're a fool. You're going to make some mistakes. You will be hurt finding comfort in others. These people will use you. You will be so naive listening to everyone's pretty lies. Friendships will be tested. When you're 18, you will meet the real love of your life. You will have joys and pains, but real love with this person. You will have your first baby girl in your 20s. This where things get bad. Things will get too heavy for you to handle. Real life isn't always so rad. There is light even in darkness. Turn on the candle. You will leave him because it's too much for you. You're looking for some type of emotion, he wouldn't give it to you, so you will go looking for it. You will see that monster I told you about. He will act like he's everything you will need. You will be drawn in. This is the day your marriage will end. In the process of having feelings for both, you ask your first love, "What are you guys?" He says he doesn't know, so you stay with the bad one, thinking that that was smart, but you are wrong. Then, after some time, you will find out you're pregnant. What wonderful daughters you have now. You ended up living with the bad one later on, and you see who he is. He is very jealous and possessive. You can only be with him. You cannot go outside much. He's always around you. You feel like you can't breathe. All he knows is hatred. He doesn't show sympathy for anything. You thought you what you had was bad. You went to something worse. Until one day you will snap out of the spell and you will free yourself. This wasn't what you want. You want to be happy, even if you're forever alone. So that was the first one. Now we're gonna go ahead and go into the response to my older self. So we are walking through the park thinking, what do you have to tell me? Where does this story start? How bad can it be? I know he's not like everyone else. He is my friend. He protects me from mean people. I believe there's good inside him. I do feel scared at times the way he talks. I do believe him even though I saw him with another girl. I'm also scared of the way he walks. I know I am blind. I always figured maybe he doesn't have time to see me. He is always in trouble. He said he would change. I hear rumors and stories about him. This is not real. It can't be. I don't know which way to go. I thought they liked me, but I was wrong. Why doesn't anyone like me? I thought everyone was good. So, this person I am not meant to be with, this other person I will be married to, he wouldn't leave me. I will find peace. I thought it would be like in the movies where you live happily ever after, or your knight conquers the dragon and set out to the wind, where I would feel so alone I wouldn't feel at home. I wanted to make it work, to stay in love. He does talk about these different characters that are in his head. He has created his own universe where he's looking for a queen. I guess I would have to settle for less so I would feel like I'm not by myself. Just focusing on the fantasy, not reality. I never thought of myself having children. I just wanted to stay small, not knowing what's out there was in my own bubble. Why would he do that? Why would he be so mad? What happened to the fun, the jokes? Now I'm feeling scared. I was so not aware. Is this something I'll be able to bear? Does he even care? So we will be okay. I am trusting you to see me through so I won't be anyone's fool. And those are the letters that I wrote back and forth to myself. So let me know what you guys think.